You know about Lavender Town. You know that the town's sorrowful music can tear out of the game, enter through your ears, and consume your head, screaming for the end. To stop the wailing of the dead, never end, screaming, until you find a way to silence it. I'm going to tell you a story. If you wish to aid yourself in setting the stage, go ahead, open a new tab, and bring up that music. Indulge yourself in its 8-bit horror. Just don't go away. Don't. Because I found the truly terrifying secret of the ghost town. Any innocent Pokemon fan playing through Red or Blue, or if they live in Japan, Green, could have figured it out, but they did live to bring the haunted truth to justice. I know I might be next, but I have to do this for the good of you all, to save lives even. As I said, any innocent Pokemon fan, whether they're young or veteran, setting out on their first journey or revisiting the franchise's roots, any one of them could have done it. We'll never know if they did though, will we? Let us begin. Said innocent fan has just made it through the rock tunnel, 13 beaten, battered, anxious for rest. They crawl to Lavender Town before they can shudder to the sounds that echo through the barren valley town. They drag themselves to a friendly, familiar Pokemon Center. Its cheery music often offers a sanction to the same temporarily. When they inevitably leave, they offer their ears and therefore their lives to the spirits of Lavender. And there it stands, nestled away in plain sight. It grins, knowing that soon its hungry, growling voices will be fed by the tender souls of the hearer, and its watchful eyes observe, and the starving gray faces swoop almost too close, as the victim is unknowingly warned by a young child. That white hand on your shoulder, I'm just imagining it. But no, you must leave, beckons. The boy, blissfully ignorant, leaves the quiet town, and that anxious specter sinks back into their solitude and depression. But they know, inevitability, irrevocably, that their prey shall return, and they smile, full of malicious, sadistic hunger. And soon they can feel the return of the trainer's innocent presence. Yes, the boy moves closer, and closer, and closer upon the maw of the secret, the wailing chorus of the town song, rising in a crescendo as the unknown Pokemon fan steps inside. And they begin their song, shrieking like the brutal death of a banshee, a lost soul waiting for its pitiful death. It gets louder and louder and never stops its song. It continues until the screeching worms its way inside of you, hooks painfully into your brain, and begins leeching off of your life. The high-pitched chorus gives a wicked grin. Their prey has no escape now. The clueless child or even seasoned Pokemon fan still doesn't know. Doesn't understand. I'm starting to get weak. I'm halfway through this stupid place, and for some reason, I'm not getting attacked by any wild Pokemon. I swear my character is walking progressively slower. The music is starting to get louder. It's beginning to give me a headache, but it makes me feel so twisted, vicious, and for some reason, I don't mind. A huge silver shiver racks my spine, and I shake from it. I'm starting to feel chilly. My shadow, it's getting longer. The ghosts, the haunted inhabitants of this horrible place begin their drain. If they're lucky, their victim will be gone before they understand. Sometimes they do understand. Sometimes it all clicks. they are already far too gone, and their last English thoughts gives the spirits a hearty meal. Never has one finally uncovered the secret before they were truly doomed. My side hurts. It's getting hard to breathe. It looks like my character's moving at the normal pace again, and that I'm the one that slowed down. I feel a cold draft and shudder again. I sense a dark grin staring at me. The music keeps playing, even as I battle those poor channelers. It's all I can hear. By now, I knew something was wrong, but I felt a nagging in my brain that told me to ignore it. Since that was the easier solution, I continued on. The ghost's wicked laughter makes up the chorus, the singing of dying banshee, the screams of the dead Pokemon, their wrath, their vengeance, their misery, poured out into one awful serenade, with one message: to join them in death. I reached the final floor. Still, no wild Pokemon. Thinking back, somehow, I'm shocked I never saw it before. Those who had died, they were all in Lavender Town. They were trying to leave, trying to get out of the real culprit's grasp. But they never made it. I stood on the final floor of the Pokemon Tower, alone in my room, in the dark. Sometime past midnight, my head is pulsing with pain, and I'm shaking from the cold. I wanted to take some pills for the headache, but that would mean leaving my tiny sanctuary. I pulled my soft blanket closer and tied her around, trying to get warm. I'm quivering almost too bad to press the blanket off my Game Boy. It's still getting louder. Not break your eardrums loud in the sense that I heard. No, I felt the music coming from everywhere. There were low, deep whispers coming from it, and I went pale in fear. I make my way through the simple maze of the floor. Before I reach the staircase, it's too much. I'm so dizzy, and I didn't notice it until now. I'm not just shaking from the cold. I'm shaking from the pain this place is putting me in. I'm mirrored in the pure depression of the song, the screaming, wailing melody that won't stop, and I'll think I'll try and make it because I am too weak. Why am I so weak? The hunger, evil spirits laugh, cackle, and crow too loud, taunting, teasing, belittling. They are all loyal servants of the tower, stealing, always stripping their victim of sanity to feed their entity. The soul of Pokemon Tower. It was the Pokemon Tower. And I know my game suddenly freezes and I can't move anywhere but the tower's music continues perfectly. From everywhere around me, I curl into a ball, shaking and crying, pleading for the end, begging for the insanity to stop. The whispers grow to rumbling, and I can almost make out the words. I can't think right. Everything is getting foggy, murky. I screw my eyes, and there they are. They're killing me, and everything was cold, black. The sound rising was the only thing I could comprehend. It wasn't Lavender Town. It wasn't Lavender Town. It wasn't Lavender